Let's start a new game. Oh, for the love of, she is still asleep. She really not understand how important today is. Merple can't eat another bite. Gotta find room for yummy candy. Nibble warble. Wake up, please. What? When's it? Oh, it's here. Good morning. Do we not have time for good morning, Recette? Planning on spending the rest of your life dreaming of sweets? Today is the day we set for opening the store. We did? Oh yeah, we did. Murd of all the... Listen, go wash your face and make yourself presentable. And then join me downstairs on the storefront. Okay, I'll be right down. Hey, sorry I kept you waiting. Okay, Tyr, let's open up the shop right now. Capitalism ho! Patience, Recette, it is a virtue you will need. You need to take care of a few matters before we open officially. Huh? Like what? Well, I somehow doubt that a store without anything to sell is going to attract all that much business. Oh yeah, we don't have anything to sell. So, what do we do? To start with, we need to establish a stock of items for the store. If we have nothing to sell, we cannot claim to be much of a shop. That's true. So, where should we go to get stocked up? The best way, I think, would be to visit either the town market or the Merchants Guild. We need to give our regards to the head of the guild regardless, so that should probably be our first stop. Oh, that's the place run by the old guy, right? The guild operates as a wholesaler for local merchants, so if we stop by, we can purchase an initial stock. It would not hurt to give our polite regards to the guild chief either. Especially since the guild is the organization that allows us to operate here in the first place. Okay, got it. Then let's go, right now. When you want to leave the shop, head to the front door, currently located in the upper right-hand corner of the store. Ah, but I want to leave through the window, like an action hero. To eternity and... Recette! Ah, okay. Yeah, we'll give Slut to an overwrite here. I've been playing this just to get my knowledge of the game up to snuff for doing kind of a walkthrough, even though there's no hard and fast like instruction for playing this correctly, but just having a general idea of how to reliably beat the game is what I'm looking for. And yeah, there are a whole bunch of other places we'll be able to frequent. Town Square, Chapel, and Pub. Their only use in the game is for having in-game events, which kind of becomes important for meeting various characters and setting up happy times for the Adventurers Guild. The market is, it's another shop. The Merchants Guild is, where you purchase a lot of your, mainly adventurer gear. And then here is, like, food, clothes, treasure. Hello! A girl and a fairy. You two are... Yes, you're Recette and that loan shark. Well, that is not, well, an incorrect assessment. Can I ask you to refrain from calling me a loan shark? That's right, mister. She and I are partners. Don't be mean. Forgive me. Partners it is. So how are the preparations for running that shop coming along? Quite well, thank you. In fact, we plan on opening today, so we stopped by in order to show our gratitude for your help. Ha, very good. You two know what's what. If you have any problems, let me know. I'll be glad to help. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Not a problem at all. So you came straight here to pick up some merchandise, right? Well then, up to the counter then. Let's get you two sorted. This is our first time stocking up. Our funds are limited, so do not go completely overboard. I recommend purchasing no more than 10 items. KO. You can use talk and it basically tells you the various game mechanics. It's completely intended for when you're new at the game. Right, so a guild is essentially a group of people in the same kind of business who cooperate with one another. Kind of goes against the spirit of competition, doesn't it? Since price and items can vary from store to store, it's hard to do business if there's a base price between them, right? That's what the Merchants Guild is for. We manage wholesaling and keep prices stable throughout the city. So I would require that everyone who wants to do business around here register with the guild. And as you later find out, they do a terrible job of stabilizing prices. Don't worry, your store, Recettear, is already in the books. Now just paperwork and red tape. Though now that you're a member, pick up stock for your shop here, and you get access to a few other benefits too. We're here to help, so feel free to make use of us, okay? Here at the guild, you'll always be able to get goods for a set price. Most of what we get our hands on is practical stuff though. Weapons, armor, clothes, adventuring necessities, and the like. The town's main market, who we work with, is where you get things like foodstuffs, books, and other assorted knickknacks. The really flashy and rare stuff is a bit out of our league. If you've got a mind to get your mitts on that kind of stuff, you'll have to go to dungeon stomping yourself or buy it off a customer. Oh, and we'll also buy off any excess stock you have. Now, we buy low as a rule, so if you want to make an actual profit, you're better off selling to your customers. Your merchant level is, well, your ability as a merchant. As it goes up, you'll figure out how to redecorate or even expand your store. Heck, you might even be able to convince me to let you have a look at some of our more premium items. How do you raise your level? Simple. Buy, sell, trade. This is an art, and you learn by doing. The city's getting a bit famous for the old ruins and the like that litter the surrounding countryside. So we've been seeing a steady stream of adventuring types coming in for a while now. They're all here to try and strike it rich off undiscovered treasures in the wilds, hunting for fat loot, they call it. Well, I don't know what they see in chasing after oversized loot, but their presence has also brought a lot of new merchants to the city. I sure would complain. Business has never been better. If you're looking for one, a few might be resting in the plaza. Most of them will take to the city's biggest pub, though. It's never too hard to sell those wandering types a little bit of liquid pleasure. Even I go in there for a little nip every now and then. The more faithful will probably hang about the city chapel. We do get a few like that now and then on a pilgrimage or quest to find old holy relics, praise be to seekers and all that, of course. You might check the Adventurers Guild proper, too. They're in charge of making sure exploration efforts aren't a total bedlam. You have to succeed sometimes, Now keep in mind that that these places only open at certain times. For example, that pub only opens in the evening. We're pretty much open all the time. Wait. If you're always open, how do you find time to visit that pub? For that matter, when do you go home? Well, Missy, if you had the kind of wife I do, you'd be at work or in the sauce at all hours too. Bird. Forget I asked. If there's anything you don't know, just ask. Unknown items, that's a thing that we're going to deal with. Oh, accidentally. Now, if you go dungeon diving, you'll find a lot of stuff which you won't be able to identify at first. In particular, I'll bet my hat you'll find a lot of what are commonly called mystery ingredients by the adventurers. At first, you'll probably be tearing your hair out over all the junk that you keep finding in these places, but as your merchant level goes up, you'll be able to sort out the stuff you find and pick the best materials and whatnot from the lot. Oh, if you manage to get out of those death traps safely, you'll have time to identify everything safely. Which means you won't know what you're carrying until you leave, though. Once a few merchant levels under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items here at the guild hall. There are quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that first if I were you. Remember, what you put in affects what you get out of fusion. If you put in some materials of, say, +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as the result. Keep an eye on what you're fusing, too. You don't want to waste good materials on some mediocre thing you can just buy somewhere. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use. Your customer know quality goods when they see them, and you'll earn a lot of respect if you sell top shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with fusion as you pick up some merchant levels, so experiment and be sure to come back here often and see what you can make. If there's anything you don't know, just ask. I think that about covers it. So now you just have to decide what you want to buy. And she did say no more than 10 items. It's rough early on. There you have to build an empire out of nothing, basically. Right then, will that be all? Yep, this is perfect. We shall return when our stocks run low again. There's Recette behind my camera. I'm looking forward to it. Here, a little extra as a startup gift. Yay, walnut bread, thanks a bunch. Alright, little lady, give him your all. Capitalism ho! Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us at any rate. And now you have no choice but to go back to the store. Very well, it is time to give you a crash course on the basics of running an item shop. Okay, what do I do first? First, we need to put some items on display. If we do not have our goods out for people to see, we can hardly expect the customers to buy them after all. So I just need to get near these counters. Just so, once you know where you wish to place something, choose what you wish to place in that spot by pressing the primary button. Primary button. On ours, it's the Z key. You'll understand when you try it, trust me. Now remember, what you place will affect how people perceive the store, so think carefully before you place something. Right. Now then, to start off, why not line up what we purchased on one of the counters? Okay. Yeah, there is a profit margin baked in. Recette, may I speak with you for a moment? There's a Recettear. Those counters by the window. Items you place there are visible to anyone passing by on the street. As such, putting eye-catching items, the sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything on those counters, is a core principle of running a shop like this. In a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop. What is placed there greatly affects interest in our business. So choose what to place there very, very carefully. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Okay, I'll be careful. Alright, that should do for displaying our wares. Are you sure it doesn't look dumb? Do not worry, everything looks good enough for a first attempt. Now I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter. Righto! Well then, the items are in place, and now you need to learn how to actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself. Okay-o! To start with, I'll lecture on the actual process of selling an item we have displayed. Yes, Professor! If the students do not listen, they do not get any credit. Right. Now then, when a customer enters, be sure to greet them with a nice big welcome. Welcome. Greeting the customer helps them feel comfortable and relaxed while in the store. Their comfort is fundamental to our business. Remember that as we continue. Now, the typical customer will find an item they want on our displays, and they'll come over to the counter to pay for it. Let me demonstrate. Could I get this, please? What they want will be in the target window. You'll also be able to see the name and base price. Pay close attention to that base price. Also, if you press button 3, you can view expanded information on the item in question. Consult the custom EXE program included with Recettear if you wish to check or alter your button configuration. Button 3, custom EXE. Focus, Recette. Your life is hard enough to control as it is. Okay. Now then, next, you must decide what price you wish to offer. In general, you want to try and name a price higher than the base. Try and name a price, if you will. Less. You likely notice that the base price serves as your default. To raise your offer, press up. Press up. Okay. Yes, very good. That is how you adjust your offer. As might be obvious, if a customer is satisfied with your offer, It is a sale, and you'll get a little experience along with the money. If your price is too high, however, a customer can simply walk out. Learning to determine the proper price, there lies the challenge. Now, if a customer disagrees with the price, but not so much that they want to storm out, then you can negotiate. Or what I said about comfort earlier, that is the key here. Offer a price, but do not make it so outrageous that the customer feels you are not acting in good faith. So if they disagree but stay, offer a new price. Ideally, you will... Excuse me. Ideally, you will lower your offer a little, and they'll take it and give you a sale. Some customers may be just trying to sniff out a better price, when they're really willing to pay your initial price, however. Whether or not you risk testing that possibility is up to you. How long can you keep haggling? Well, it depends on how regular a customer the person in question is. If they're starting out, you will not be able to haggle for very long. But after customers begin to trust us a little, you can haggle for a longer period of time. Well, time to put theory into practice. Okay. Ah, welcome. Can I get this, please? Okay, per price, right? Needs to be higher than the base price. Up button, oh, there it is. Ooh. Good. At this level, the customer will likely buy immediately. Alright then, now for the fine art of haggling. Theoretically, what you wish to do is lower your price slowly. But as I mentioned, there is a limit to how long you can haggle. The idea is to deduce the customer's desired price and go from there. You say deduce the desired price, but how do I? A large number of stores sell at about 30% over base. It's not a hard and fast rule, but people will usually accept that price level. Usually. If you can manage to go over that, you'll make a lot of money. But you do not want to risk driving away a customer. Right then. So as a customer, I am haggling. Could you make it a little bit cheaper? Okay, I gotta make it cheaper, but not too cheap. There we are, reducing the price of this level makes the sale likely. Well, that covers just about everything. Now let's put the entire lecture into practice all at once. If you can sell me an item, you'll be ready for what lies ahead. Let us begin. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I'd like this, please. Yes, an excellent price. Thank you so much. Yay, I sold Steel Sword for 3,170 picks. Excellent, let's do that one more time just to be sure. Hello, welcome to Recettear. Excellent price. Thank you so much. Yeah, I sold Steel Sword for 3,170 picks. Expertly done. If you wish to practice again, simply ask me anytime we are in the shop. And that is essentially how it goes. You're quite good for someone who has never done this before. Yeah, really? We still have a little bit of time left today, so let us go ahead and open the store proper. If anyone comes in, simply handle them in the same way that we just practiced. Whoa, are you sure it'll be okay? Do not worry, as the saying goes, salesmanship is more of an art than it is a science you learn as you go. Now then, I will open us up, go on, and sit at the counter. Okie day! Hi there. Ooh, I didn't know you had nice things like this. And she tells you to haggle around 130, but early on you want to get your merchant level up, so can't haggle too much really, that'll be fine. Yay, I sold walnut bread for 105 picks. Congratulations, you did well. I sold stuff. Me, Recette, I sold stuff. Like, 2 people. Hey, Tyr. I'm so happy. I did it, Tyr. I did it. Papa, I did it. And that's how we started running an item shop. Oh, you're wondering why we started an item shop at all? Well, to explain that, you need to understand how Tyr and I first met. Tale of a fairy, a girl. And how to run an item shop. Recettear. That's gotta be how it's meant to be pronounced. Let's see. Yep, the calendar says it's been 3 months since Papa left. I don't get why he suddenly said I'm gonna be a hero, and then took off without saying when he'd be back. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely. Well, I shouldn't worry too much about him. The best thing about him is how tough he is. He'll be okay. What? Papa wouldn't knock. Who is that? Yes, who is it? Huh? There's nobody there. Wait, what? At my feet? Good evening. You're Mademoiselle Recette Lemongrass? Miss Fairy? Pardon me, but I am the one asking questions. Again, are you Recette Lemongrass? Yes, I'm Recette. My name is Tyr. I am an agent of the Term Finance Company. Finance Company? I'm here to collect a payment on a loan paid out to your father. Here's the contract and my identification. Loan repayment? In plainer terms, I'm here to get our money back. If you are incapable of facilitating payment, this house will be seized as collateral in order to repay the loan. Facilitating collateral? Seize? What? Papa isn't... He's not here. Yes, I see that now. Monsieur Lemongrass disappeared following a fracas atop the local volcano, so we assumed he might have returned here. It's the Dragon Warrior 3 opening cutscene, Dragon Quest 3. Even if it has not, however, the contract covers this eventuality. Covers this? Quite. As a sole remaining member of his household, we shall require that you pay his debts in his stead. What? But how am I supposed to... I barely have enough money to live by myself. Naturally, we are not demanding it all be repaid at once. There's still a small amount of time before any payment is due. Therefore, I'm going to get sold off in parts to distant foreign lands to repay Papa's debts. I wonder if I can only survive with 2 internal organs. Maybe if I ate a lot of spinach, that could replace my blood and... Oh, but I don't want to be a sailor. What am I going to do? Ahem! Please listen to me for a moment. I have no clue where you are getting these ludicrous ideas from. But I would never do such a thing. Quite the opposite, in fact. I was sent here to ensure that you wouldn't have to resort to such, well, absurd methods to pay us back. But what? I've been sent to support you to the fullest of my abilities so that you may repay the debt via labor. What? But I've never worked a single day in my life. Experience has no bearing in this case. All that matters is whether or not you are willing to work. Aww. If you do not wish to work, then that is it. The host's terms. And I'll have to ask you to leave the premises. As the saying goes, those who do not work do not eat. So, Miss Lemongrass, which will it be? Work or the house? I'll work then. Splendid. But I don't even know what I could do. Actually, I already have an idea on that front. You're aware, of course, that the city is an adventuring hub? In addition, this house faces out into one of the main city lanes. Therefore, I propose converting the house into an item store. Item store? What? Really? Recettear. Mademoiselle Lemongrass. I was only gone for a little while to do market research. Where could she have gone? Ha! I'm being silly. Of course she fled. Why would she not? All I did was starting to take away everything she ever knew and loved. Asking her to turn the house into an item shop was foolish. Even if it was to repay the debt. The poor girl must be terribly confused. On top of that, her father is probably... Wait, outside? Yay, miss! It's done! Hey, Tear, look! It's done! What is that? It's our shop sign, of course. Doesn't it look cool? You can't be a shop without one of these, you know. Yes, well, it is quite well made, however. I've always been good at making stuff. Be that as it may, while the sign is nice, Huh? Is there a problem? Well, the name, you are quite sure you have thought that through. Well, we're partners, right? You said so. So, put Recettear and Tear together. Recettear. Isn't it neat? Well, that is to say, the sentiment is commendable, but... It's the two of us opening the store. So the name should reflect that, right? You don't like it? Really, it's not that, but, well, that is decided. Recettear or Hope. Recettear. Let's pronounce it even slightly, and... Recettear. Rackets. This job is going to be even more absurdly difficult than I originally suspected, I fear. And so a fairy suddenly entered my life. One thing was for sure, this sure wasn't going to be dull. Bird. How is it possible to sleep this much each day? How? Tear. Let's do the very best we can. Recettear, wake up! Huh. What? How? Who's on first? Oh, Tear. Right. Good morning. The clock does not have a good morning hand. Recettear, you are the proprietor of an item shop now. You must learn to be responsible and not sleep the day away. Right. Why in the name of heaven are you smiling so much? That smile you had while sleeping is just getting bigger. Oh, no reason. I just think I saw something nice in my dreams. Tear, let's give it our all. Well, if you really are dedicated to making this work, wash yourself and meet me downstairs. Will do. Alright. We're going to cut off day 1 into its own part, and then we'll do the rest of week 1, I think, in its own recording as well.